Guys, good morning to all of you, and we'll continue on the chapter that is data's management. Till last lecture, I guess we were done till question number 15. बहुत अलग अलग options पे हम लोग discuss कर रहे थे. I guess that day we discussed on credit period management, and we also discussed on discount terms. The last question I did, I guess, was on discount terms. So today, let's add up with the next question, that is question number 16. Achha, this question is on loan on daters. Question number 16, loan on daters. You know, even daters, dater is a part of a current asset. It is accepted as collateral security by the banks to forward the loans. Now this question is entirely made on that. Have a look at this question. A bank is analyzing receivable of Jackson Company. Question number 16. Are you open with your books and all? Okay. A bank is analyzing the receivable of Jackson Company in order to identify acceptable collateral for a short-term loan. The company's credit policy is 210 net 30. The company's current credit policy is 210 net 30. What do you refer to the word 210 net 30? It's a 2% discount if paid in 10 days when a standard credit period is 30 days. So whatever customer comes to us, all the customers, whoever comes to us, they will be given a credit of 30 days standard. But if any customer pays within 10 days to us, we shall give him a 2% cash discount. Continuation. The bank lends 80% on account where customers are not currently overdue and where the average payment period does not exceed 10 days past the net period. The bank lends, I'm reading that line once again. The bank lends 80% on accounts where customers are not currently overdue and where the average payment period does not exceed 10 days past the net period. ये पूरा line ना is the entire question. I want you to read it first. आप पहले पूरा read कीजिए. Take your time. Bank lends 80%. मतलब bank will give you 80% on accounts where customers are not currently overdue. On the accounts where customers are not currently overdue. मतलब as on today, they are not overdue by 30 days. Because I give them a standard credit period of 30 days, I ask everybody to pay within 30 days. If the credit is within the 30 days, then it is eligible for the bank loan and bank will give me 80% on that amount. For example, there's a customer named as A. He is currently overdue by 25 days. That means it has been 25 days since I have sold goods to A. But this account will not be known as overdue. Why overdue? Because the due is 30 days. The day this gets over 30, now let's say it gets to 35 or let's say it gets to 31, then it becomes overdue. And if it becomes overdue, bank will not give me the loan on this. Bank says they will give me 80% on the accounts which are not currently overdue. Are you understanding that? Too good. Continuation. The bank lends 80% on accounts where customers are not currently overdue and where the average payment period does not exceed 10 days past the net period and where the average payment period, दो conditions है. एक, they should not be currently overdue, and second, after checking this situation, now for example, I'll continue with A is 25. Is it correct? Not overdue. मतलब इस पे लोन मिलेगा? पक्का? Yes. पर ये चेक करने के बाद भी one more step ahead. And what is that one more step ahead is we will go and check the average collection period. The average मतलब forget about this account right now. Mr. A on an average past में कैसे pay कर रहा है? His average payment period should not exceed 10 days past the net. His average payment period should not exceed 10 days past the net. 10 days past the net का मतलब net is 30, उस पे plus 10 days मार दे 40. His average payment period should not exceed 40. Guys, that means this account has to filter by two conditions. Condition number one, they should not be currently overdue. And condition number 2, their average collection period, past ka average history, cannot exceed by 40. So one is current 30, average 40. If it falls within the range, bank will give me 80%. Continuation. A schedule of Jackson's collection receivables or Jackson's receivable have been prepared. How much bank lent or how much will the bank lend on pledge of receivable if the bank uses 10% for allowances for the cash discount and the returns? Now bank is using 10% as a reserve also, as an allowance for cash discount and reserve. मतलब on account everywhere 10% तो reserve में निकल जाएगा. मतलब बैंक पहले कंडीशन नंबर 1 से क्लियर करना है, कंडीशन नंबर 2 से क्लियर करना है. कंडीशन नंबर 1 करंटली ओवरड्यू बाय 30, कंडीशन नंबर 2 एवरेज ओवरड्यू बाय 40. ये दोनों कंडीशन क्लियर हो गए तो बैंक उसमें से 10% काट देगा, मतलब 90% का अमाउंट एलिजिबल होगा. द अमाउंट of the data will not be the eligible amount. Bank will keep 10% as a reserve for cash discount and allowances. So bank will give you 90%. And out of this eligible amount, bank will give me 80% as the loan. Are we clear with that? But now they want to know how much of loan is available. The schedule of Jackson's collection. First one, account number 74, 91, 107, 108, 114, amount due, days outstanding, average payment period. They want you to know, or they want us to calculate how much of loan will be receivable on this data. Okay. So, what am I doing is, see the statement that I am preparing. Question number 16. First things first. Account number, amount, current overdue 30, current overdue by 30, average should not exceed by 40, uska 90% or uska 80% will be the loan. Are you understanding this? First one, I'll just write the details that they have given to me right now and then I'll look into it, okay? Account number 74, account number 91, 107, 108, 114, 116, 123. These are the account numbers. Do you agree with that one? Okay, the amount is 25,000, 9,000, 11,500, 2,300, 18,000, 29,000 and 14,000. The accounts are currently overdue 15, 45, 22, 9, 50, 16 and 27. They are current overdues. Average overdues 20, 60, 24, 10, 45, 10, 48. Now see how do we analyze it. Take it account by account. I'm looking at account number 74. 25,000 is the account number, कोई dater होगा, उसका account number है 74. Amount due from him is 25,000. He is currently overdue by 15 days. Not currently overdue, I would rather say he is currently due by 15 days. He should not be overdue by 30. So I guess this falls within the category. Answer is yes, condition satisfied. Why condition satisfied? It should not be overdue by 30. It's due by 15. So condition satisfied. Acha, average should tell it should not be overdue by 40. Average is 20. So I guess this condition is also satisfied. Now if both the conditions are satisfied, 25,000 पे 10% reserve निकल जाएगा. So what is the eligible amount for the loan is 22,500 और इस amount पे bank will give me the loan of 80%. So 22,500 पे 80% is 18,000. On account number 74, I will get a loan from the bank at 18,000. Are we clear? Too good. Chaliye, next. Account number 91. Amount is 9,000. It is currently due by 45 days, which I shoot at 30. So I guess condition not satisfied. And if condition is not satisfied, आगे जाके आपको सोचना भी नहीं है. Anywhere if the condition is not satisfied, bank is rejected this account on whole. There's absolutely no loan available from the bank on this. Did you understand it? Account number 107, 11,500. Currently due by 22, falls within the condition of 30. Average overdue by 24, definitely falls within the condition of 40. 11,500 से 10% reserve निकाल दो. We get 10,350. And on 10,350, we are going to get a loan of what? 20%. 80%. That's 8280. So on this account, I get a loan of 8280. On account number 107, I get a loan of 8280. Too good. 108, 2,300. Only due by 9 days, it falls within the category. Average is 10 days, definitely falls into the category. So 2,300, 10% are reserves. Eligible amount 2070. And on 2070, I get 80% of loan is 1656. Jackass hai? Next, 114. 18,000. Currently overdue by 50 days. 50 days, it does not fall into the criteria. No, I'm not going to think ahead also. Even I'm not going to think on the second condition because first condition is not satisfied. Second ka kya sochna? Correct ki nahi? Okay. Next one, 29,000. Overdue by 16 days. Falls in the condition? Yes. Overdue by 10 days. Falls in the condition? Yes. 29,000. Keep 10% aside. 29,000, 10% aside. 26,100. 26,100, 80% of that amount. 20,880. So I'm going to get a loan of 20,880 on account number 116. Are you understanding that? Too good. Last, 14,000. Overdue by 27, condition satisfied? Yes. But average is 48. It has shooted up by 40. Boss, answer is no. Absolutely no loans here. Are we clear? Too good. The total now? लोन कितना मिलेगा हम लोगों को 20,880 plus 1656 plus 8280 plus 18,000. I'm getting a loan of 48,816. Bank will give me a loan of 48,816. Clear? Now that's one aspect of debtors to be accepted as collateral security. चलिए copy कर लो. Then we can go to question number 17, guys. Are we done with 16? So let's go on to question number 17. Now 16 was on, I guess we were looking at loan on datus. Question number 17 is on credit appraisal. Question number 17. That is credit appraisal. Now what is credit appraisal? The company is following one policy. They have given you some customers over it, and we need to look at the policy. Is it properly implemented or not? That is known as credit appraisal. That's the entire question for. That's question number 17. First one. The credit manager of XYZ Limited is reappraising the company's credit policy. The company sells the product on the terms of net 30. Company sells the products on the terms of net 30. Net 30 matlab the standard credit period is 30 days. Every customer should pay within the period of 30 days. Cost of goods sold is 85% of sales and fixed costs are further 5% of sales. XYZ classifies its customers on the scale of 1 to 4. XYZ have all grouped the entire customers in 4 categories, and they have ranked them in the scale of 1 to 4. As per the number scale, they are saying the first scale customers will be the best customers and scale 4 customers will be the worst. During past 5 years, the experiences are as under. Classification 1, 2, 3, 4. Defaults as a percentage of sales are 0, 2, 10, 20. Average collection period in days for non-defaulting amounts are 45, 42, 40 and 80. Continuation. The average rate of interest is 15%. What conclusions can you draw about the company's credit policy? Company's credit policy is net 30, and we look into the class 4 class customers. Back to the table. Classification class 1, 0% of the people default, everybody pays up, but they pay up in 45 days. Classification 2, 2% of the people don't pay and they pay up in 42 days. 3 and 4. In fact, 4 you look at 20% of people default on the sales default and they pay up in 80 days. That's huge. The average rate of interest is 15%. What conclusions do you draw from the company's credit policy? What are other factors should be taken into account before changing the present policy? And discuss. Now, to discuss to begin with, one thing which I find it very evident is they said that we are selling the goods at net 30. We are selling the goods at net 30. हम लोग net 30 पे goods बेच रहे हैं. But if you even look at class 1 customers, they have been paying after 45 days. Class 2 customer 42 days, class 3 customer 40 days, class 4 customers 80 days. Who is paying in 30 days? Why are we having a credit policy of 30 days? Nobody pays up in 30. Either we are very lenient in implementing this or we are not taking any action against the debtors who are not paying within the time. Or else, in fact, this policy itself is faulty. Apart from that, they have not told you any sales of this. So I'm just preparing a cost analysis of this one. Assuming that, let's say, sales are 100 for all the class of customers, so that we get the answer in terms of percentage. What am I looking at? First one, classification. First one is classification. Second one, they said cost of goods sold, and they are also saying it is fixed cost. So cost of goods sold or fixed cost अगर हम लोग वहाँ से minus कर दे, so cost of goods sold, fixed cost. Next one, we'll get the profit, but वहाँ से हम लोग minus कर दे opportunity cost, bad debts. So we have bad debts, and we have opportunity cost, that is interest cost. So we get the net. Do we agree? Let's say classification is class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4 customers. We have got 4 categories of customer. Sales, I'm putting it on to 100. Classification 1, 2, 3, 4. Sales 100, 100, 100, 100. Cost of goods sold 85, 85, 85, 85. Fixed cost 5, 5, 5, 5. Bad debts 0 for class 1 customer. Class 2 is 2%, 10%, 20%. Interest cost for class 1. Interest for class 1 is 85 plus 10, 5 is 90. 90 rupees are blocked, and they are blocked for how many days? 45 days. And they are saying interest is 15%. 90 into 45 divided by 365 into 15%. 45, 365, 15%. कितना? चलो हम चेक कर लेते एक बार. I am getting 1.55, sir. $90 into 45 divided by 365 into 15%. 1.66. Okay. 1.66 is your opportunity cost. Too good. चलिए second का calculation. 90 into, they are paying up in how many days? 42 days. 42 divided by 365 into 15%. 1.553. Too good. चलो थर्ड का कैलकुलेशन करो 40 डेज के लिए. $90 into 40 divided by 365 into 15%. Answer 1.47. बहुत कम हो गया, जरा एक बार फिर से चेक कर लो. 90 into 40 divided by 365 into 15%. Answer is 1.479. 1.48 कर दूँ. चलिए लास्ट 80 डेज के लिए कैलकुलेशन. फोर्थ 90 into 80 divided by 365 into 15%. 2.96 कर दें. So they all are opportunity cost. 1.66, 1.55, 1.48 and 2.96. चलिए 100 minus 90 minus 1.66. 10 तो यहीं पे माइनस हो जाएगा. 10 minus 1.66. Is it 8.34? Okay. 10 minus 2 minus 1.55. Wonderful. 10 minus 10 minus 1.48 minus 1.48. 10 minus 20 minus 2.96. Is it 12.96? Minus. Clear? Too good. Now, see, analysis number 1. Point number 1. Even before I go into the table and all, it is very evident that company is not following its credit policy to the core. We decided that we will sell at what? 30 days credit. But all the customers are not paying within 30 days. Not even class 1 customers. Either we need to improve the implementation of the credit policy, or we need to change the credit policy, maybe increase it. Because if we increase it, the sales might increase. That will be an advantage for us, increasing turnover, increasing in the market share and all. And second, what am I looking at from is that class 4 customers. Class 4 customers are giving me a negative profit. Class 3 negative नहीं है because वो interest loss है खाली. So class 3 is still at no profit, no loss zone. And I have also considered the fixed cost. अगर हम fixed cost निकाल दे तो GP तो फिर भी profitable बनेगा. So I can still afford class 3 customers because it is always a rule in the market which says that ठीक है profit नहीं कमा लेंगे but customers तो है. So class 3 customers are okay, but class 4 customers, guys, we should stop selling them. Clear? Company is not following an effective credit policy. Stop selling to class 4, improve your credit policy. And one more question they were asking you was, what are the other factors that we should consider while changing the credit policy. What are the other things that we should consider? We should consider credit worthiness of the customer, points, credit worthiness, है ना? Second, credit worthiness के बाद past relations with the customers, the past performance of that customer, the nature of the product, the competitors' decisions, competitors' actions. More than enough? Clear? A very simple question on credit appraisal, not much to deviate about. Chaliye, I want you to copy it and I can go to the next question then. So we are done with 17. Now let's move on to question number 18. And what are we entering into is the last part of debtors management, possibly known as factoring. Factoring. Guys, what is factoring? 17 लिखा ना आप सबने? Factoring are services. F-A-C-T-O-R-I-N-G. Factoring refers to services provided by people, institutions, or any organization referred as factors. Agents. Factors कहते हैं हम लोग उसे. They provide wide range of services. And services कौन सा पता है? After sale service. But after sale service not in terms of product. It's not the after sale service in terms of product maintenance. It's an after sale service in terms of debtors management. एक बार sale हो गया, फिर debtors को manage करने के लिए we have got people who provide us services ranging from invoicing, वो लोग हमें bills बना के देंगे, ranging from collection, they can collect the money from debtors for us, ranging from discounting, we can sell our customers मतलब receivables to them, ranging from taking risk of bad debts, whole gamut of activities. In fact, I'll tell you the most simple example of factoring. We have this postpaid connections, Vodafone and Airtel and all. So हम जब Vodafone services यूज करते हैं और postpaid billing की बात कर रहा हूँ, एक due date दिया जाता है. Once the due date is completed, and if we don't pay up, we start getting calls from people that, sir, can I collect the money tomorrow? Who is calling us? Definitely we would like to think, and we actually hear people telling us that they are calling from company. But it's not the Vodafone company which is calling up. अगर Vodafone company के पास ऐसा collection department होता जो हमारे residents या हमारे office में आके पैसा लेके जाए, तो they would have done it before only. Why wait till due date? Vodafone does not have that collection department because it is costly. Maintaining such department would be incurring of cost. which would be impacting the company's profitability. So what does Vodafone do? What they do is, once your payment crosses the due date, they sell us, they sell the customers. मतलब ये बिल सारे बिक जाते हैं factors को. Vodafone will get the money from the factor, of course discounted पैसा मिलेगा, and factors now will collect money from us. The advantage to the factor, they collect full money, they give discount to the Vodafone. But the risk of bad debts, in case if we don't pay up, then the risk of bad debts is not for with Vodafone, is with the factors now. A kind of an outsourcing this is. Factors are specialized agents in doing these things. Company will be specialized in managing the services. Are we clear with that one? That is factoring. Now, what am I covering up in this part is gamut of activities relating to factors. पहला question जहाँ पे हम start करेंगे वो decide करना है कि should we transfer the services or outsource the services to the factor. Why would we give any services to the factor if it becomes profitable to us? Why would Vodafone transfer this service to the factor? क्योंकि collection का जो cost होगा, अगर उससे कम में उन्हें factor ये services दे रहा है, then it is advisable. If I hire a person to clean up my classroom and he takes 1,000 rupees from me, if any outsourced person comes and he can do it for 200, it's always advantageous. Why to keep a person with us then? Let him come from outside, clear it and go home. Do you agree with that one? It should be advantage. So we'll do the cost benefit analysis. What is the cost of factoring? What is the benefits available from factoring? If the benefit exceeds the cost, we would go ahead with the factoring. Are we clear? चलिए start करें. Question 17 हो गया. I will start with question number 18. And it's a very good question. In fact, I have picked up one level higher question to explain you all about factoring to begin with. Question number 18. Star Limited is a manufacturer of various electronic gadgets. The annual turnover for the year 2014 was 730 lakhs. The company has wide network of sales outlet all over the country. The turnover is spread evenly for each of the 50 weeks of the year. All sales are on credit and sales within the week are also spread evenly over each of 5 working days. Why don't you read the paragraph once again? I want you all to read that paragraph. We'll give you a minute to read that. एक paragraph crack करते हैं. When the question is very big enough ना, एक paragraph read करो, उसे crack करो. I always believe in a funda that by the time you have completed reading your question, 90% of the question should be solved. What are they saying? Star Limited, it's a name of a company, electronic gadgets में deal कर रहे हैं. Annual turnover is 730 lakhs. Company has wide network of sales outlet. Turnover 50 weeks, ये वो सब बकवास है. कोई काम का नहीं है. Actual thing that you should keep in mind is only that sales are 730 lakhs and they are spread evenly. Don't look into that 5-day working week and 50-day because factoring में सबसे बड़ा calculation interest का होगा and interest is calculated on 365 days a year, not on the number of days you are working. You cannot go to the bank and say कि I will not pay Sunday का interest. Correct? So the only information I gathered from paragraph number 1 is the sale is 730 lakh, spread evenly. Second, all invoicing of credit sale is carried out at head office in Bombay. Sales documentation is sent by post daily from each location to the head office. For the past 2 years, delay in preparing and dispatching the invoices were noticed. As a result, only some of the invoices were dispatched in the same week and the remainder in the following week. I'll read it. All the invoicing of the credit sale is carried out at head office in Bombay. Sales documentation is sent by post daily from each location to the head office. Guys, billing ना head office से हो रहा है. एक बॉम्बे में head office है. यहाँ से सारे billings होते हैं. और क्या कह रहे हैं मालूम है? Sales documentation is sent by post daily from each location to head office. मतलब now these are the various locations I have office. These people might be selling. They are sending the documents to the head office, and head office prepares the bills and send it to the customer. A very centralized system they are following. Branches are allowed to sell, but they are not allowed to prepare the bill. Maybe जो products हम बना रहे हैं वो technically बहुत sound हो कि वो उनका billing भी नहीं बना पा रहे हो, तो head office centralize करके ये काम कर रहा है. आगे, For the past 2 years, delay in preparing and dispatching the invoices were noticed. As a result, only some of the invoices were dispatched in the same week and the remainder in the following week. Delay हो रहा है, delay in preparing and dispatching the invoice, and delay is nothing but the loss of interest. Data's management as a whole chapter deals with interest calculations, guys. Continuation. An analysis of delay in invoicing being the interval between the date of the sale and date of dispatch of the invoice indicated the following pattern. Number of days delay in invoicing: 3-day delay, 4-day delay, 5-day delay, 6-day delay. Percentage of week sale are 20, 10, 40 and 30. There is 3-day delay for 20% of sales, 4-day delay for 10% of sales, 5-day delay for 40% of sales, 6-day delay for 30% of sale. All this amount we are losing out as a terms of interest. A further analysis indicates that debtors take on an average of 36 days of credit before paying up. This period is measured from the day of dispatch of invoice rather than date of. Okay, एक तो delay in invoicing हो रहा है. Second thing ये लोग कह रहे हैं कि debtors on an average take 36 days to pay, and this 36 days are counted from the day they receive the bill. See, customers are also very smart ना. They also know कि हमारे सिस्टम में लूप होल है. They are exploiting that loop hole. उनको जब बिल आ रहा है तब से वो 36 डेज के बाद पे कर रहे हैं. Cool. Next one. It is now proposed to hire an agency. In fact, the movie starts now. अब तक तो सारी कहानी बैकग्राउंड बन रही थी. Now the system starts. It says it is proposed to hire an agency for undertaking the invoicing work at various locations. The agency has assured that maximum delay would be reduced to 3 days under the. Now we are deciding कि हम एक factor को appoint करते हैं for invoicing work. हाँ, but factor भी they are saying they will not cut down the entire delay. अभी भी delay होगा, but they will reduce the delay to 3 days maximum. See, वहाँ पे maximum delay 6 day था ऊपर, अब ये लोग बोल रहे हैं maximum delay 3 दिन होगा, तो interest बचेगा ना अपना. And they will be under as follows. Number of days delay in invoicing is 0, 1, 3. Percentage of week sale are 40, 40 and 20. The agency has also offered additionally to monitor the collection which will reduce the credit period to 30 days. Acha, the factor is giving you two offer. Offer number 1, invoicing. Offer number 2, credit collection. Offer number 1 is invoicing. Offer number 2 is credit collection. Continuation of that. The agency has also offered additionally to monitor collection. That's done. Now, Star Limited expects to save 4,000 per month. Please underline the word per month. Star Limited expects to save rupee 4,000 per month in postage cost. All working funds are borrowed from a local bank at a simple interest rate of 20% per annum. The agency have quoted a fee of 2 lakh per annum for invoicing work and 2,50,000 per annum for monitoring collections, and is willing to offer a discount of 50,000. See, 2 jobs. One, pehla invoicing ka 2 lakh, receivable ka 2,50,000, and see the way they are working with us. A very smart factor it is. They are willing to offer a discount of 50,000 provided both the works are given to him. You are required to advise the Star Limited about the acceptance of the agency's proposal. Working should form the part of your answer. Class question है ना? चलिए point by point solve करते हैं. I want everyone just looking here, no writing at all. 1, proposal 1, invoicing work. What will they do? They will reduce. So, सबसे पहले हम लोग देखते हैं कॉस्ट ऑफ डिले विदाउट द फैक्टर. अगर फैक्टर नहीं था तो व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ डिले वी आर इनकरिंग? विदाउट फैक्टर cost of delay 730 lakhs is a sale. They have not given you any information, so we would rather calculate everything in terms of sale ka calculation. 20% of sales पे 3-day delay, 10% of sales पे 4-day delay, 40% sale पे 5-day delay, and 30% sale पे 6-day delay, and they are saying the working funds are borrowed at a rate of 20%. So guys, 730 का 20%, 40%, sorry, 10%, 40%, I guess 30%. 20, 10, 30, 60, 40. Do you agree with that one? Calculation 730 का 20%. 146. कितना दिन डिले हो रहा है 146 पे? We are having a delay of 3 days into 3 by 365 into 20%. 146 लाख के सेल के बिल पे हमें 3 दिन का डिले हो रहा है, 20% इंटरेस्ट लूज आउट कर रहा है. व्हाट इज द अमाउंट सर? 0.24. एंड द अमाउंट आर इन टर्म्स ऑफ लैक्स और करोर्स? आई विल टेक इट एज लैक्स. ऊपर ही लिख देते हैं रुपीज इन लैक्स. चलिए नेक्स्ट वन 10%. उस पे 4 डे का डिले, उस पे 4D के डिले का कॉस्ट कैलकुलेट करो. 73 इंटू 4 बाई 365 इंटू 20%. बोलो 0.16. 40% सर. 146, 40, 292 पे 5 डे का डिले इंटू 20%. 0.8. Too good. And last one 30% sir. 290. 219 पे सर 6 डे का डिले at 20%. 0.72. चलो ये सब का टोटल कर लो आप. 0.24 प्लस 0.16 प्लस 0.8 प्लस 0.72. $1.92 is the cost of delay. अगर ये सारी इनवॉइसेस फर्स्ट डे पे बच जाए तो हम लोग 1.92 लाख रुपीस बचा ले गाइस. अच्छा, नाउ द प्लानिंग इज कि हम लोग ये पूरा इनवॉइसिंग सिस्टम फैक्टर को दे दे. अब फैक्टर क्या बोल रहा है? फैक्टर ने ये नहीं कहा कि वो डिले खत्म कर देगा. अगर फैक्टर बोल रहा था राहुल डिले 0 डे होगा ना तो 1.92 सीधा सेविंग हो गया अपना. बट फैक्टर इज नॉट टेलिंग यू कि वो 0 कर रहा है. फैक्टर के टाइम भी डिले हो रहा है अपना, है ना? फैक्टर के टाइम कॉस्ट ऑफ डिले निकालते हैं. सो दिस टाइम अगेन कॉस्ट ऑफ डिले विथ फैक्टर. अगेन 730 का सेल है एंड दिस टाइम दे आर सेइंग 0%, 40%, 40% एंड 20%. सो इसका 40%, 40%, 20%. 40% कितना है? 292 पे 0 डे डिले. डोंट इवन कैलकुलेट गाइस, मैं तो लिख रहा हूं खाली आपका प्रेजेंटेशन दिखाने के लिए. बट कोई डिले नहीं है तो देयर इज एब्सोल्युटली नो इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट ऑन दिस. अच्छा, फिर से 40%, 292. ये 292 पे वी हैव 1 डे का डिले, 1 by 365 into 20%. Answer 1.16. And next one 20% was how much? 146. उस पे 3 डे का डिले into 20%. 0.24. 0.16 plus 0.24. Is it 0.40? सी फैक्टर है तो 0.4 का लॉस हो रहा है, इंटरेस्ट लॉस. हम लोग थे तो 1.92 का लॉस हो रहा था. तो फैक्टर के आने के वजह से सेविंग्स, फर्स्ट वन इंटरेस्ट में, कैन आई से 1.92 minus 0.4? How much is 1.92 minus 0.4? We are saving 1.52 of interest. We are saving 1.52 of interest. हमारा 1.92 का लॉस हो रहा था, फैक्टर की वजह से खाली 0.4 का लॉस होगा तो 1.52 का इंटरेस्ट बच गया. प्लस इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग गाइस, पोस्टेज भी बच गया ना. उन्होंने कहा था कोई पोस्टेज कॉस्ट कर. अभी अगर फैक्टर को काम दे देंगे तो पोस्टेज फैक्टर करेगा, मैं क्यों करूं? और कितना पोस्टेज था? 4000 पर मंथ मल्टीप्लाई बाई 12, 4000 इंटू 12, बट अमाउंट लैक्स में चाहिए, 48,000 आ रहा है. इज इट 0.48? So I guess I'm having a total saving of how much? 2 lakh rupees. अगर ये काम फैक्टर को दे दो तो 2 लाख रुपीस का अपना सेविंग होगा, पर फैक्टर ये काम फ्री में नहीं करने वाला है. व्हाट इज फैक्टर गोइंग टू टेक फ्रॉम अस? अ फी ऑफ 2 लाख. कॉस्ट फैक्टर फीस लेने वाला है 2 lakhs. So ultimately what am I saving is nil. Can I say I am indifferent towards this option? I am indifferent towards this option. मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, ये काम दे दो या काम नहीं दो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता हमें. The factor is very smart. डिस्काउंट वाला कैलकुलेशन था ना, उसने अपने लिए स्मार्टली डिजाइन किया ये. That's one. This is proposal 1 for us. Proposal 2 is collection. Apart from invoicing, फैक्टर ने ये कहा है कि वो हमारे लिए collections भी करेगा. Our collection period was 36 days and factor has promised a collection period of 30 days. Can I say I am saving 6 days on that? So ये तो simple calculation है guys. यहाँ पे collection में savings, सिर्फ savings, straight forward 730 पे 6 डे का सेविंग होगा अपना और 20% का इंटरेस्ट बचेगा. चलिए 730 इंटू 6 डिवाइड बाई 365 इंटू 20%, 2.4 का सेविंग्स होगा, 2.4 lakhs. एंड व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ फैक्टरिंग? फैक्टर इसकी कितनी फीस मांग रहा है अपने से? कलेक्शन करने का फीस फैक्टर मांग रहा है मुझसे 2.5 लाख रुपीज. गाइस एक्चुअली नेगेटिव सेविंग हो रहा है. द डिसीजन शुड बी नो. हमें कलेक्शन का काम फैक्टर को नहीं देना चाहिए, बिकॉज हम लोग 2.4 लाख बचाएंगे, फैक्टर 2.5 लाख तो फीस मांग रहा है. बट दैट्स व्हाट आई सेड ना, फैक्टर इज वेरी स्मार्ट. इसने ना पूरा क्वेश्चन एकदम बरोबर से डिजाइन करके दिया है. वर्क 1 इनडिफरेंट, वर्क 2 इनडिफरेंट, बट प्रपोजल 3 इज इक्वल टू 1+2 का इफेक्ट है. फैक्टर कह रहा है that you give me 2 works, both the works together, I'll give you a discount of 50,000. I guess that will be benefit. Savings. Savings from 1, 2 lakhs. Savings from 2, 2.4 lakhs. Total 4.4 lakhs. Less the cost is 2 lakh plus 2.5 lakh minus 50,000 rupees of discount मिलेगा अपने को. So 2 plus 2.5 is 4.5 minus 50,000 is it what? 4. Ultimately I'm gonna save 0.4. Answer is yes. We should give both these jobs to whom? Factor. दोनों काम फैक्टर को दे दो, बेनिफिशियल होगा. एक पहला काम indifferent, second काम no, but third work yes, give him the full work. Are we clear? Factor sounds to be more intelligent than you. He has designed it very well. Got that? Too good. Nice question. Start copying, and all the questions are going to be on factoring. They are wonderful questions for calculations. Chaliye, copy the things first.